Discovery of Paraguay. So Paraguay has multiple places, different climate actually, and it's not easy to really find out where is it that you want to live in Paraguay. So I try to help you on that. I've been there for 2 months. I've done a lot of research. I've talked to dozens and dozens of people. I'm going into different places with a motorbike, which gives me flexibility. And let me take you on the map and browse it with you so that you get a better idea of where potentially to go. Let's go. So this is Paraguay. You've got really two space basically. This space here, which is called the Chaco, right? It's mostly extremely large farms. Not much people. I have never been there in my life. You've got colony, like the Mennonites. Suspect you have Mormons as well. And you have also very wealthy people, sometimes government's head or past government's head, who purchase large piece of land there. It's mostly flat. It sits on water reserve. It sits on oil reserve. And there's really not much people. The weather can be quite tough. You won't find many roads. There's a few concrete roads and mostly dirt roads. Then the capital of Paraguay is Ascension. Ascension is located here. Next to the Paraguay River. And Ascension is basically a patchwork of different, so you've got the core Ascension, but Ascension spread to different neighborhood or cities basically. And so when you are in Ascension, you don't see much transition out of the city until you reach, I would say, the end of Ipacaraí, for instance, right? And so Ascension has some main roads, and you can see them there clearly, and then a lot of small streets. It's mostly vertical and horizontal lines. There's quite a lot of green, I would say. There's a lot of cars, a lot of traffics, and you need to understand that most of the traffic goes through those main avenues. Why? Because they are in concrete roads, and all those roads there, the most small roads there, they are paved road, and you don't want to take them because they basically destroy your car. They are slow. So that's the reason why most people will take the main avenues. The epicenter for the government's things are basically here. You've got the presidential palace, immigration offices. There's a number of sport venues as well. The airport is located here. If you want to go to from the airport to let's say here, which is already a center like Shopping del Sol, it's around 15 to 20 minutes. Your car will go through this highway, then take this one, and then reach. You got a big park here, which are open to public. You can go and run there. It's really big park. Inside the city is not really park. There's small parks, but not really parks. Okay. The more you go on the right, uh, the less density you have. It's also more green, uh, and you got more dirt road. You can see it clearly here. All this is dirt road. Sometimes you've got the part of the road which is concrete like this, and then bam, it goes into dirt road. Same thing here, dirt road, concrete and stuff like that. You've got a massive lake here. Uh, which is not really clean, but it gives maybe bits of freshness compared to living. It's uh, temperature here inside the city is higher than outside, definitely. You've got Clorinda, which is basically located in Argentina here. And so most of the, I think 2 to 3 million people live here in this area, which tell you that let's say 50% of the people in Paraguay live here. That's it. So you can imagine the density in other places. Cagazu is the second city in Paraguay in terms of number of people, and then the third city is Ciudad del Este, yes, which is here, which is the border city with Brazil, Brazil being here, the river being the frontier. You can see the bridge here to cross to Brazil. Okay, there's a highway going from Ascension to Ciudad del Este. It's called PY02. It's pretty new. It's two ways. It's twice two lines. So it's convenient way to go from left to right, or wherever you see not much people actually on this highway, which is surprising. Why? Maybe because the cost of there's some tolls, and I think most of the people don't have money, right? So unless wealthy people, don't see much people driving from Ascension to Ciudad del Este. You see bus, some trucks, stuff like that. Quaguazu, the second city, is spreading a bit as well. It seems like a large town to me. It's I'm not a fan of it, to be frank with you. The nicest town that I found are really here in what we call the Cordillera. It's nice. There is this pocket here, which is like Colmena, which is hilly area. So it's mostly flatland everywhere, especially north and here, right. You've got some national parks, national reserve. You may need to pay to enter them. Most of the German people, quite a lot of German people in this area that we call basically Independencia. Here, it's the highest point. The highest point in Paraguay is here, the Cerro Capi, 816 meter high, which is not much, right? If you compare to maybe the highest point in your own country. Very nice land here because you can have some hilly area, but the price is also nice. Like Colmena, so you got hilly area also here. It's I think it's developing more and more French. You've got this weird point here, which is like a crater. From far, it doesn't really look appealing. I've never been inside. I suspect that the height here is around 400 meters, and all around it's super flat, but it's really flat. You can see it clearly. See, it's really flat. There's a lot of water. So the Paraguay sits on massive amount of water reserve. So you find source basically at many points. There's a lot of rivers. I don't have any map of rivers in Paraguay, but there's almost water everywhere. You can see it clearly actually here, right? Basically, so you've got field and you've got rivers everywhere. Um, there's something to take into account for Paraguay is crops. If I see to these maps, it's map dating from 2020, 2021. These are basically the soybean and maize plantations. So it's yellow soja soybean. And it also tells you where fertilizer will be used. So in that regard, when you drive from Ascension, or you take a bus from Ascension to Ciudad del Este, you will clearly see a point where the land become extremely flat and basically it's farmland. It's really obvious, extremely large farms. And I suspect that the agriculture there is intensive. Actually, I've talked to people, including Japanese people, doing agriculture, and it's 3 to 4 harvests a year. The soil is fertilized. Means that it might not be the best area for you to live as a person, because when they spray fertilizer or whatever method they use, but they can use drone, plane, whatever, then you're very likely to be impacted as a human, right? And if the product is not good for your health, then you're gonna potentially have health issues, right? So to be factored in. I think this area is pretty stable, but it means that yeah, if you opt for Paraguay, some part of Guerrera, maybe not Caguazu, but Cordillera, and then the south here, Nembucú and Misiones, yeah, could be good options. A lot of people who arrive in Paraguay tend to pick one place because a friend lives there, or they've been told by someone, oh, that's a good place, and then they stay there. I wouldn't do that. I would really invite you to see multiple places, rent a car, or I don't know, find a friend who has a car, rent it from that friend, and then go explore. I think if you arrive in Paraguay, the Cordillera is let me see if I can delimit it on this one. My bad. Yes, perfect. So this area is the Cordillera, has the really nice cities. It's not too flat. You can see here, Elis Herrera, continuing here. If you go, so San Bernardino is pretty flat, but Altos, for instance, Altos is here. This is going up basically. Altos is a very nice town. I have seen multiple towns. It's walkable. It's nice. Give you a good feeling of a good little city. There's Atira here as well to be visited. I'm not a fan of those cities here, be it Limpio, Emboscada, it's a bit different. Nueva Colombia district, you may want to go there. Loma Grande district as well. Check those places. Really spend time. Tobati, Cacupe. Not a fan of it. I've been to this town multiple times, but no. Unless it's specific streets. Give me 1 second. So when you go to Kakupe, yeah. So if you take, for instance, this road here, it's very, very nice. I try to film it, videotape it. This road is really nice. The property and the atmosphere is very nice. You're pretty high versus the Sphinx actually. It's going down. All this is going down. So some places have really nice view. If you drive from San Bernardino to, give me 1 second as well. San Bernardino toward Atira as well, toward Ugao, but more inland. Those roads, I think it's this one. Those roads are fantastic. It's really, really nice. It's nothing compared to roads you will take to go to Paraguay or driving here, stuff like that. No, it gives you a good feeling. You've got to try. I'll try to video shot that. Then you want to think to check La Colmena, this early area potentially. It depends how close you want to live to large cities as well. This is something that you need to factor in as well. I frankly wouldn't live anywhere there because it's just too flat. It's just too much into flatland. And then I have not been north, so it's still to be explored. I'm only here for 2 months, so there's still a lot of things to see. If we go toward the south, so it's a bit of, some people like Encarnation, others don't like it. Encarnation is this city here, in front of Posadas. Posadas is in Argentina. There's a train going here. Visit it by yourself. Some people also went toward Trinidad, Hohenau, a German community here. Some people like it, some people hate it. I was told by French folks that Ayolas is really nice. I will go there. I will take a video as well for you guys. Then there is a city like Villa Florida, for instance, next to the river. It's pretty isolated. So this area, even La Colmena, some people will tell you it's really isolated. So if you live around here, you are pretty isolated from the rest. Okay. So feel free to ask questions if you want me to check something in particular. Don't hesitate. We're there to help you. It's very important. It takes quite some energy to go to those different places and explore them. So I will give you access to my Google Earth map. It's a file basically that you can access directly. On this map, you will have little pins which correspond to YouTube video. So that if you want to check a city and there's a pin on it, then just go to the YouTube video and you will be able to basically explore a little part of the city, which I've done myself. All right, thank you.